Welcome back, boys and girls. It's Dice Bag, and I have more domain to work on. So we've got a few of the new packs here. This is basically a test run for something that may not even come out. The idea is that even though domain is a expandable card game that's based on non-random products, I want to have a collectible version that is random. So we're trying out some booster packs, and since this would require basically these are premium versions of the cards you can get non-randomly, and this would require a lot of extra art, so that's going to cost a lot. So we'll see in the future how that pans out, but it might not even be feasible unless I start making a ton of cash off of this. Anyways, we've got some prototypes right here to try and check out if I can even open them, because good lord, they do not want you to open these things. And yes, the packs are shiny as hell. There we go. Let's see what we got. Alright. I think these just come in a random order, so we've got the basics. Oh yeah, we got the rares right in there. And we can see we got different borders for each kind of rarity. And I think, what is it, like 2 or 3 basics in each pack. And these are the special ones. The highest rarity, of course, you can see it's kind of fancy. Ideally, I would commission specific art for this, so it'd be kind of like the Pokemon style. Let's see if I can, like so, instead of just being kind of carefully cropped out and filtered version of the typical art. But this is kind of the idea of the full art. No boxes, no nothing, which is frankly what certain other card games should be doing with their specialty cards. So that's out of the way right at the beginning. Now the gold border ones are kind of the middle rarity, the uncommons. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with them. They're probably going to be like, what's the alternate arts with an alternate frame as well. But right now they're just placeholders, so we'll skip past those. Now, the silver border ones have little effect on them. They've got the same art as the normals. Of course, this is still playtest art because I'm only like halfway through making all the art for it. Actually, less, I think. But, we do what we can. And there's one with some more recent art. Not sure how well you can see that. I'll probably have to go through and kind of adjust the little domain symbol on each one so it can actually be seen. Black was one of the harder ones because it's kind of gray normally. But next one, another black one, and another basic. Red Hill Craftsman, Vanguard's Blade, Furnace Spawn. His symbol barely even shows up, but that's not going to be the final art anyways. And there's a common version of the Craftsman, and Scrying Crystal also doesn't show up too well. That's unfortunate. And the third basic, I guess we do have 3 basics in here. Identical Terror, Divine Wrath. This one looks pretty good. And the Common Terror, that doesn't look so bad, but again, that's not final art. And same for that. And this one actually looks pretty good. The character stands out pretty well. And oh geez, oh no, is that? Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a little too much extra on the print file. You got this little black line on the bottom of them. So that's something I was talking about in the the deck unboxing for this round, I'll have to increase the print file size a little bit so it takes up a little more space. That way we don't have that, and the resource modes will be closer to the bottom there, which is ideally how they would be, because the whole idea of the resource modes is that you want to be able to see what you've got when they're all stacked up. And there's a little wasted space when there's that big of a gap between the symbol and the bottom of the card. So on to the next one. This one is a little easier than the last. Okay. There's basic. Oh, I didn't fix the frame for this one apparently. Still has the beveling on it. Oh well. And Craftsman and Mining Crew. You can see them fairly well. And a Voidling. And an Agent. Another Terror. And the Abyssal Gatekeepers. Okay, this one looks quite well. And now that I'm looking at these, I really do like the linen texture, especially on these types. I was hoping that it would kind of protect the cards a little bit, but after shuffling up and messing around with the last deck that I did, they're still getting pretty well scratched up, so I might have to go for the UV coating or whatever. And that'll be cheaper, but I don't know if I can or would want to go with both the coating and the texture, because both will cost a significantly higher amount for each card. And the Pork, Toxic Mist, Research Sanctum, that's got some new art. And Mind Whip, Furnace Spawn again, Charm Break, Eastport Infiltrator, and Urban Sprawl. That one looks pretty good. Also new art. And last pack of the bunch. Oh geez, we're all upside down. Okay, good packaging, Game Crafter. Good work, guys. Yeah, got them all upside down and mixed up. Okay, so we got the Infiltrator, we got the Mind Whip, Elixir of Giant Strength. Doesn't show through as well as I had hoped. Vanguard's Blade, Urban Sprawl, Uncommon, Mercenary Contract, Orc Pikeman, Incanter, and another Conjured Tempest for the rare slot there. Silk Rider, Thunder Wand, Trail Defender, Red Hill Craftsman, the Red Ridge Peak. Doesn't look so bad. It's a little, the red of the symbol kind of does clash with the more orangey color of the rest of it, but oh well. And Goldbottom Fortress, Raid Shanters, and a Mining Crew there. Alright. Now, oddly enough, I found with the last batch that you can actually, given that each card has its own resource mode, and you don't have to fill your deck with some kind of extra special card that takes up room in your deck just in order to play your normal cards like lands or energy or something like that. You can actually play a deck that's just a completely random assortment and still have it actually work out. So I'm thinking that might be a fun format to try out, but it would require me to actually complete such a product. So of course we're looking at things right here. And of course, when you first start out, you're gonna pick 2 cards from your hand, keep those and play the rest as face down territories, then refill your hand back up. So there's a little bit of guessing and choices to make. So we've got a couple black, a couple red, and then one of each others. So all we can do is play like so, and then next turn play like so, and we'll play an Urban Sprawl. So let me sacrifice one of these, get it to my hand, and we'll solitaire out a little game here. Let's see, what do we want? We're gonna want to play some red. Actually, we should probably try for the green since that's our big guy. So we'll play that, and then we'll play our mining crew. And we got 2 left over. Not really anything we can do with that. Now we got a second craftsman, and we'll play him. Get our Silk Rider out. And the only time this really breaks down is when you start getting cards that are like double colors and you don't have enough to really play them. So anyways, I think that would be a fun format to try out, but it'll take a long time to actually go through all that. And I haven't even made an updated how to play video yet, so that should be saved for another day, I suppose. So anyways, that'll be it. Don't forget to subscribe, leave comments, whatever, and tell me what you think about Domain. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.